Hi, I'm Angel Ambrose, founder of Angel 21 Volleyball. What inspired me to start coaching volleyball was that I wanted to give back to the youth. I remember when I was a beginner and I was learning volleyball, and I was like, man, I want to be a coach. Like, I want to coach others once I get all this down. Like, I want to coach others because I just like to serve. I'm a very serving person. So I'm like, I want to help others just as people have helped me. So what inspired me to start coaching volleyball was just the heart of serving. Like, I want to give back to the youth, help them in any way that I can by doing it with volleyball. And the journey so far has been great. I'm enjoying it. I love each and every one of my clients. I'm learning a lot about how to communicate with them, how to teach them, how to motivate and encourage them. So it's going great. So the structure of my weekly training sessions for beginners is, I like to call it, starting off with back to the basics. So pretty much I am just breaking it all down for them, teaching them and demonstrating to them as well about volleyball. Whether I am demonstrating serving, setting, hitting, and then also I'm explaining to them the positions that we are doing for that week. I'm explaining the positions and the importance of it in volleyball. So I'm just breaking it all down in simple form and letting them know what is volleyball, how you can play it, how you can be great at it, all the things that it takes to be a great volleyball player. I'm just teaching them it at the simplest form. And for my advanced, since they should already have the basics down, now we are just advancing their skills. So now we are just working on even more to advance their skills. Like, whether it's, hey, I want to get more confident in my hitting. How can I hit this way or that way? Some tricky shots or float serves, top spin. We're just advancing it, adding more into our volleyball inventory. The first skills that I like to focus on in my training sessions are serving. It's serving and passing, but especially serving. I'm like, okay, ladies, what's the first thing in volleyball? And they're like, serving. I'm like, yes, serving starts the game. So I like to emphasize serving, the stance, what our body is doing when we're serving, all types of different serves. I am demonstrating my favorite serve that I like to do, my jump top spin serve, an overhand serve, the power of the serve. I'm having them go over there and watch the power of my serve. So I like to start off with serving. I really want them to not just only learn serving, but to actually master serving down. So when they get to the court, they're going to be like the most top, best servers. And also, I like to emphasize passing. I like them to know the basics of passing, why we pass, and why we want to get good at learning to pass. Because we want to be the most dominant player on that court. We want to be scrappy, getting each and every balls, the best defensive player, which I think is very important to learn in volleyball. So those are my main two, serving and passing. How do I tailor different styles and learning methods for each athlete? In my volleyball training is, I like to first look at, okay, how are they learning? How should I motivate them? How am I encouraging them? Okay, they like recognition. Okay, they like to be encouraged or motivated. Or, okay, they like to be pushed. So I'm looking at all the different ways and methods that student likes to learn. And now I'm tailoring it to them. Whether I'm like, okay, I need to give them a visual thing. So let me set this up so that they can see, this is where I want you to hit, whether it's serving or passing, or, hey, let's do it. Let's motivate. Let's keep on going. I'm pushing them. Or either, hey, guys, we want to work towards this trophy, or we want to work towards this goal or award, and you can get a hoodie or something. I'm always looking at, how can I recognize and yet motivate and push my volleyball athletes. Challenges that I face when I'm coaching and how I overcome it. The challenges that I face mostly when I'm coaching volleyball is not being coachable, and also players coming in with bad body language. So how do I assist that? I assist that by first coming up to that player, letting them know, okay, hey, what's going on? Is there anything that you'd like to tell me? Because you never know. I don't know what's going on at home. So I like to first talk to them. Hey, what's going on? How's your day? How's everything going? And then once they explain to me, whether, okay, this is happening, or whether everything's going great and they just walked in sluggish, I'm like, okay, well, come on. As my dad would tell me, we got to get out of our funk. You're here to train, you're here to work hard. So if there's nothing going on and you just come in with a bad attitude, well, I'm going to push you and motivate you and get you back up, because I want you to remember you came here to train and to learn. So I assist them with, of course, coming in with first sympathy and empathy, wanting to make sure, okay, how's everything going? Is everything fine with your family, friends, whatever it may be? And then once I know from there, then I can assist further on into my trainings. Yes, one of my success stories that I love to tell is my beginners, which her name is Savannah. She started off first when I was just learning how to coach and everything. She came in excited to learn. So I was like, woohoo! So of course we started off with serving and everything. And now with her coming in into my recent trainings now, I have pushed her, motivated her, telling her, hey, we want to work up into our gold shirt. That's the thing that we have for our top servers or people that we want to recognize that they have actually been pushing and working hard. So I have trained her, I have taught her. And what I love about this story is everything that I have taught her, she has went home and worked on it, and the parents were involved and committed. So I love how the parents were like, yes, we took Savannah, we got her the serving equipment that you told us, and we have it at her house and her dad's house, and she's always on the wall working on it, working on her serves, and she's just so excited and pumped up. And I see it when she comes into the court. She's just smiling, excited, ready to show me what she has learned and applied. So I love this story because I have seen her truly thrive and learn throughout her training, and she continues to keep on doing that. The most rewarding thing for me when I'm coaching is seeing my players develop, whether it's mentally, physically, or spiritually. I love seeing them develop because I just look back on when I was learning and developing, and I was like, man, when I'm seeing my beginners are actually applying what I taught them and they're learning and they're asking questions, it just fills me up. I'm just so excited and happy, and I'm getting results because they're actually like taking it in and learning. So the most rewarding thing for me is just seeing them grow and develop. Even when they're making mistakes and I see them fix it, I'm like, yes, you're getting it. Like, yes, you're doing it. So for me, it's just seeing them grow and develop. Most people, they like to skip that stage or they don't like to see that stage. But I love that stage with beginners. I love seeing them go through it all. Whether it's, oh man, I'm frustrated, I'm not getting this. I'm like, okay, come on. I like to give them some motivation, or they are getting it, and now I'm having to help them advance it even more on a higher level. So for me, it's just them developing and growing. It's just truly, it fills me up. I love it. Why is fitness so important in volleyball? Well, fitness in sports is important because without you building up the endurance and strength that you need for your specific sport, just like in volleyball, you're going to see that your volleyball skills are going to go down. I don't care how skilled you may be. If you don't have fitness, which is building strength, working out, endurance, being able to last, especially like in volleyball, 3 sets or even another match after that. I remember that in club, you have to have fitness. So fitness is so important in volleyball because it is a fast-paced sport. You're going to be passing and then come back over here and having to block or come back over here and hit or whatever it may be. It's a fast-paced sport and it involves fitness. So fitness is so important in volleyball and many different sports because it is like the basics. Before you get started, it's like the basics that you need to know and continue to prove on throughout your journey is fitness. It's going to help you a lot in your journey. Yes, tips that I would give to my beginners so that they can help them in their fitness goals and strength and endurance. I would say each day try to run a mile. If you can't run a mile, at least try to run or jog 5 minutes and then stop and start walking fast, and then another 5 minutes. Just start small, but then as you see yourself growing, work up and work up. And for the strength side of it, I would say do push-ups. I see that a lot in volleyball. I'm like, okay, can you show me if you can do push-ups? And a lot of them cannot even do a good push-up. So I would say go home and start with 5 push-ups, then 10 push-ups, then 15 push-ups, and go from there. So it's always start small because sometimes fitness is new to you, especially as a beginner, may be new to you, may not know how to do fitness. So I'm telling you right now, start with like some jogging, some miles, some push-ups, and then move up from there. Some of my goals for my program is to further build a community. I want to build a community where athletes can just come and feel welcome at Angel 21 Volleyball Training and Ambrose Athletics, just to be like, man, I love coming here. I don't just learn volleyball, but I learn a lot of things about life, because sometimes we could just skip that and be like, forget about problems outside of volleyball, but no, those things matter the most. So I just want to build a community where we can just come together, learn volleyball, play, work hard, and also just build sisterhood and familyhood all together. So those are one of my goals I want to build, is a community. And also another goal was I wanted to have my own gym, so therefore I could do even more than I'm doing right now with my trainings. I want to further get into doing some more private training, some more camps and everything. So I have a lot that I am inspiring to do, and I can't wait to do and meet that goal. One tip that I would give for beginners and beginners' parents is to hold your child accountable. When they just got back from training and they tell you everything that they learn, hold them accountable. Be like, okay, Jessica, you just learned this. All right, coach told me that you need to work on this for 30 minutes at home, and then we'll go from there. So I would say, parents, please make your child go outside, practice at home, practice what they learn, make sure that they're exercising and doing that fitness. So now when they come in, it's like, bam, I got this, I can do this, let's learn something new. Okay. So the difference between playing volleyball and actually playing volleyball is, okay, so when you're just playing volleyball, you're just passing, wee-hee, woo-hoo, there's just lots of fun stuff going on, right? And most of the time when there's fun, platforms are everywhere, balls are everywhere, there's not good form. But when you are actually playing volleyball, you are emphasizing your form. Okay, am I getting to that ball correctly? You are fixing what you're doing. You are adding in your footwork. Your form is going to be a lot better when you are actually playing volleyball than actually being fun. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is, when you are playing volleyball, the playing should actually be more competition, and your form and everything should be clean. Of course, you're going to make mistakes, but it shouldn't just be balls and you swing it everywhere. Like, you should already know, okay, I swung that a little funky. Okay, I want to fix that and make sure I swing this way and be intentional. So when you are actually playing volleyball, you're trying to be intentional. That's my word, intentional. So not just playing just to be playing. No, you're intentional with your moves. You're intentional with passing, hitting, serving. You're being intentional while you're playing. And that's what our volleyball training program is about. We don't want to just be a bunch of fun laughters and we're not getting results. No, we are a program when we are actually serious about what we are doing and putting into our players. So we expect them to go home, learn, develop and everything, and come back and even learn even more. When you come to Angel 21 Volleyball, yes, you're going to have a great time, because you're learning and you're developing and you're applying everything that you learn from our training, and you're taking it home and coming back with even more questions. So that's the thing that we like to emphasize with Angel 21 Volleyball Training is, okay, when we come here, we're actually learning. It's go time. It's no laughters, none of that. No, I'm bringing it on in. We have focus time. Our attention is all about what we are learning. And then once we learn everything, now we can have fun and enjoy the sport, because we're actually being intentional with it. And again, I'm Angel Ambrose, founder of Angel 21 Volleyball Training, and you can go ahead and register your child at Ambrose Athletics Volleyball website right here below. And I will see you on the court.